All right, peace, peace, peace. Well, first and foremost, hopefully, the Most High in your house is blessing y'all day. Oh yeah, yeah. Most High in your house is blessing y'all day. By His mercies, you're consumed. Yeah, I just want to go into something real quick. I think I kind of want to do this again, man. Like talk about this again, man. Honestly, because I talked about this again the other day. Um, I think I did. No, I think I did talk about this the other day, but I just want to reinforce it and kind of forgive them, like too being um, I think I talked about on a recent misanthropic video. I talked about like being that way, but also too, man, and also too about forgiveness, man, because yeah, man, and whoever, like, that's why sorry says listen, forgive the hurt that never done to you, man. Or I told y'all, I think I told y'all, I apologize to my mom, man, because it's like a lot of times, man, people are guardians, or loved ones, or because I was just talking about this with my actual brother here the other day, and I apologize to my father, to my pop as well, man, because I was talking about this with him like last Sunday, man. It's just the fact that um yeah. No, I'm gonna touch on that later, but yeah, it's just for the fact that you got a lot of times too is like you gotta realize you can't put man above what is written, man. Like can't put too much expectation on people. Like shout out to brother sent me the first one. I think on Friday's class and Friday's video, he's just talking about that, man. Because honestly, man, that's like we can't whether you're in the word, you're out the word, man. I was talking about this with my brother the other day, man, because I was think about this, man. Wisdom of Solomon, man. Yeah, man. Because it's like they're you know. So that James 5:17 says what it says, man. It's just like, that even a lot like these are holy men, but these are regular men at the end of the day. Even Elijah said like listen, even Elijah he wanted to die at one point. And Moses eventually got tired, man. So it's like listen, these are people too. Like so much one of these holy men that have names that are sons of God, got genealogies in heaven that the Most High house are approved of. Happened to them. How much more can happen to us? Like Solomon's for all things of that nature, man. It's like how much more can happen to us, and also too, man. A lot of times we gotta watch certain things, man. With because this a lot of times it's easy for even and we gotta realize that's where it says in Hebrews, who can have compassion on those that are without, man. You gotta have, and you have to realize, man, that's why I always say, man, everything's not about me, man, or my perspective, or because I had to still kill that thing, man, because not everybody has my thought process, honestly, I'm still trying to grow my faith and mental strength and things of that nature. But but those are even that have lesser than me. I can't say that to say oh, how could you gotta do this? Because yeah, of course, the word says certain times to gird up your loins, things of that nature. But yeah, that's going to the the article I was reading on about in psychology. And it was a woman, she did a little Edomite woman, she did a good job on it. It was according to psychology, about what makes a man that's mentally weak, man. But and if you read the article, it's pretty good points. I agree with most of it. But my point is when I was reading that is too, shout out to brother assembly first one, like you said, man. Not every man has the same measure of faith or measure of mental strength, measure of faith. Because it's the fact that that's why Yahushua says strengthen your brethren for a reason, man. That's what I think. That's what this world, sometimes society kind of forgets. That, man, listen, just because it's man, that doesn't mean they're mentally strong, man. They gotta be strengthened and built up as well. That's why Jude 1:20 says what, build each other up in the faith. And Yahushua said what, Peter, strengthen your brethren, man. So that's what it is, man. So that's another thing too with that, man. But yeah, man, it's just you can't with certain things, my mom used to say it to me, son, I'm human, just and my brother pointed out too, man, because it's and he said it perfectly, because when you're a child, when you're looking through a child's lens, looking through that, you're saying, okay, you want me to do certain things, but but you're not doing certain things, you follow these guidelines, but you're making mistakes here and there. But but as I got older, I understand. Listen, they're your peoples, they was humans, whoever was over you. Unfortunately, if you didn't have your biological parents, or whoever, man, they were still flesh and blood people. At the end of the day, they were still human, man. So and children, if you make a mistake, they a lot of times they'll do that just to get a jail or a free card. They can be in trouble, and they bring up something you did a while back or a mistake that you made, and so that just comes with the territory. That's what my mom even said. So me working with you, that's what happens. But yeah, man, that's just the thing with that too, man. You gotta forgive your peoples, man, because listen, they was human too, man. So that's what it is. They went through actual real things as well, actual real situations or real trauma, I should say. The ones that did have that, not just kind of new age stuff like where you didn't have the childhood you want, or you didn't get everything that you want, or there's some nonsense, man. So yeah, man, let me get to the wisdom of Solomon real quick, man. But yeah, that's what that. And yeah, too, like there was a yeah, I was the the video comment of, I think I touched on this as well, but I talked about that more in the misanthropic video about pessimism isn't realism. But I think I touched on that already. And yeah, man. So okay, I touched on this already. But yeah, that's just more. I'm gonna read. It's in a few things, man. But let me get this wisdom Solomon real quick, man, because you gotta forgive your peoples, man, because it is what it is. Because they were people too as well. They were still learning the ropes as well. You know. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7. It says, I myself, this is the wisest man talking. Well, second wisest man that wrote the earth next to Yahushua. I myself am also a mortal man, like to all, the offspring of him that was made of the earth. So yeah, man, he's Solomon says, I'm just a mortal man at the end of the day, man. So I was a mortal man. So, so yeah, man, so that's what that don't put people above what is written, man. It's like, honestly, man, don't put too much expectations in man. And we kind of seen the aftermath of that. But, it is what it is, man. 1 Corinthians 4:6, it says, and these things, my brother, I have transfigured myself in Apollos for your sakes, that ye might learn not to think of men above which is written, and that no one of you be puffed up for one against another. So, yeah, man, can't put too much expectations in people, man, too much on people, man. But that just goes into but also too, I might touch on this in the next video I do, Lord willing. But I'm gonna say that for the next video. But yeah, man, honestly too, that's another part. That I'm gonna look at that more in a positive angle as well, man. Because that whole Maya Angelou quote. Because a lot of times we look at that in the negative sense, but look at that in the positive sense. Like when people show you who you are, believe them. Now, yes, more importantly, it's always like we line that up with the real you is going to come out eventually. But sometimes, man, that's a pretty positive angle. Because somebody showing you aspects of who they are, man, it's not over. That's where that kind of misanthropic that kind of ties into what I'm going into. But I'm gonna say that for another day. But I'm not gonna digress into that because I'm gonna do that in the video soon, Lord willing. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. You gotta forgive your peoples, man. That's what I might just go over that, Lord willing, today. Even not talking about, it's talking about forgiveness in different aspect, but my movie channel, the Cinema Film Sessions channel, about the ending of Belly, actually the movie Belly, man, it came out like 26 years ago, man. But that ending was about forgiveness, man. And it always stuck out to me, man. That's a great ending. But yeah, man, realizing too, man, that's just like they say in The Wire, man. What was the one quote they used to say a lot in The Wire, man? They said, "Listen, the game is the game, man. That's life is life, man. Stuff is gonna happen, man. Then Yahushua said, listen, offenses must come. So yeah, man, that's just it is what it is. Things are going to happen. The game's a game. Life is life. This is going to happen, man. It's it's not it's not like things I went through. It's not somebody. It's one people that have had 1,000 times worse or had things that worse happened to them. Or I'm not the only person that went through it, man. That's why it's even in 1 Corinthians says there's no temptations uncommon to men. Now it's not saying that you don't empathize with people like that. They're going through something like that, but just realize this is not one thing. It's not exclusive to me. What I went through or things I went through or going through or did or done, man. So that's just man, sometimes that's what comes with it, man. And this always gives us the blueprint of what's going to happen, man. So, it is what it is. So hopefully it's edifying, man. So, peace.